Good evening, everyone. I hope you guys are having a fabulous Monday. It is August 26th, and tonight we are going to be talking about how to talk to those potential clients and also how to upsell when it comes to the holiday season. There's a lot of information we're going to talk about. I'm going to also do some mock conversations you can have, but please note that in the file section of the group, I have offered up some of the things that I'm going to be showing you to tonight. One of them is an apparel form that's kind of just nice to have. Also, a kind of questions and answers type of thing for potential clients. And I also have an upsell cheat sheet. And the last one is, let me go get what the last one is. What I'm calling it. Let's see. So you're going to get an upselling cheat sheet. And you're also going to get a checklist for holiday upselling. And we're going to talk about all of it. It is packed full of information. So please just buckle up, buttercups. I hope you have a beverage. It's going to be at least a solid 30 minutes or more of this conversation, but it's a much needed one because many people ask me, how do I approach somebody when it comes to being a potential client? So we're going to talk about that. But first and foremost, let me show you the apparel one. I was in just making random things for the day. And so let me show you what I made. All right, let me add this to the stage. Oops, sorry, Patty. I'll remove you. Patty's here tonight. So we have Patty in the back office. If you have any questions, she will be around answering those questions and whatnot. So that is the apparel form that you will be able to get on there. And I know it's hard to see at the moment. Let me see if I can bring it up a little bit further for you. There we go. Let me zoom it in a little bit. Whoa, that was a lot. So on this, you will see you have your order information, all of the order date, the order number, if you go by that system, and the promised date, because that is definitely important when you're talking about apparel or anything in particular. So you have that, you have the customer's name, address, email, phone number, then where they want it on the particular apparel. Because we are getting into that season where a lot of people want the holiday themed shirts, this will come in really handy for everybody to have just this as their cheat sheet when it comes to taking these orders. Your sizes, quantity, color, whether or not they're paying by credit card, other being checks if you do receive checks, cash, pickup, drop off, or shipped, places for you, the ship date, the tracking number, discounts, and any other notes that do go in there. So that is something that will be in the file section, much needed for a lot of people. Now, let's get into the next thing, and that is going to be the potential client. When you're talking to a potential client, there's a lot of questions you need to ask. We're also going to do a mock scenario of what it's like to talk to a client. Now, with that said, it could be a really daunting task. It can be kind of unnerving. People don't know what to do, what to say, how to start the conversation. So let me show you the cheat sheet that I have for you. And that cheat sheet will help for when you are talking to a client. It helps for just filling out some information. And then we're going to go over a mock scenario of how you can have this kind of conversation. This is back and forth. So yes, I'm going to play two people tonight, but that's okay. You'll understand it and you'll totally get in. All right. So the mock scenario, whoops, wrong screen. We'll go with that one. Okay, the mock scenario on this one, but here is the things that you need to be asking your client. All right. First, you want to know what their name, their address, their phone number is, what business they work for, if you're dealing with another business, right? What products or services are they interested in? What is their current budget? That's key because you know what? Some people go in with this mindset of, I only want to spend $8 a shirt. You might not be the printing company for them. All right. Or they may say, you know what? All in, I really only want to spend $300. What can I get for that money? Then you can go in and play with whether or not they're looking for apparel. We're going to use apparel as the example. If they're going and looking for apparel, you might be able to say, well, you get a couple shirts, a couple hoodies, and 2 hats, that kind of thing for that $300 budget. It's best to know what you're walking into when it comes to that. Now, one of the other questions you could ask before we get into any of that is you could also ask who their current vendor is. Sometimes that's okay, but honestly, I kind of feel like that's kind of tacky. I really don't care who their current vendor is. I really don't, they are coming to me or I'm going to them. I don't care who their current is. I want them to be my client. And in order to do that, I got to sell them on me, not who they had or who they have, right? If they have a brand kit or logo, some real estate agents, for an example, have to use a specific brand color or logo as a real estate agent if they are under a certain umbrella, right? So they have the top agency and then their real estate agents within that agency. So sometimes they have to go with making sure that their name is associated with that logo. And that's also nice to know. Key points in the conversation: listen to your client. One of the best things you could do is kind of have that, back and forth conversation, kind of get to know them, kind of get their feel for things. Let me give you another example. One of the real estate agents that I happen to work with, she loves anything farmhouse vibe. So I got that from her and I wrote that down. She likes farmhouse stuff. So when I approach her about gifts to give her clients, I kind of lean towards more of the farmhouse vibe. Why? Because that's going to resonate with her, the real estate agent, and she's more apt to buy it from me and then give it to her clients. Regardless if her clients are in the farmhouse, she is. She's my buyer and she's the one I'm catering to. So I will go in and just kind of get a feel for who she is, what kind of an agent she is, where does she sell? So in my area, you could be an agent that sells to farm country and you could be an agent that sells in the city. So you really just have to get a feel for the kind of agent that they are. Again, we're just using real estate agents as the example. So get to know your client, do some key points. Other notes of interest are in there. How many do they sell houses? Are they into condos? Are they into rental properties? Other things that you might be able to upsell them on later on. But first, you want to get them in the door. So again, you want to look and see how they can brand themselves, whether it's with the sold sign, whether it's with, gifts for their clients at Christmas time. I do a lot of ornaments for my real estate agents who then go and give them to past buyers, and some will give them to their sellers as well. So I know that walking in, I'll contact her about November-ish and say, hey, where are we at? And she's like, Nikki, this is where we're at. This is where we're numbers. I'll have a couple closings. I want to try to get them in as well. Perfect. Most real estate agents, just a hint and a wink and a nudge on this, tend to not sell a lot of houses in November and December. Why? Because it's the holiday season and no one wants to move. Okay, so it is kind of a lull, and most times they already know how many buyers and sellers they have up until that point. So that's a good time to kind of ask them. If you follow up with them after that phone conversation or even an email conversation where you've asked them all of these questions, make sure you write your email date that you emailed them on the follow-up and or the phone call date. These are kind of important. This way, you know if you're going to be a nudge or not. So maybe you just talked to them on Friday and here it is Monday. That might be too short of a time span, but maybe it's now Wednesday and now you want to do that follow-up email. What is the actual time to do a follow-up email is really up to you, but you want to give somebody, especially a potential buyer, only a couple days. You don't want to wait weeks on this. So if you message them and you have this conversation with them on a Monday, you might want to do a follow-up on a Thursday. Some will tell you Wednesday. I like Thursday, but a 4-day-ish span of follow-up. Now, some people will do a week, but if you go beyond that, you might have missed your calling on that and you might have missed a potential sale. So don't wait too long on potential clients. So you're going to get that. So you'll be able to download this and show all of the people. Like you'll be able to print them off, a whole bunch of them. And when you're talking to potential clients, now you have notes and create a file system. Yes, I know there's a paper trail. Create a file system for new clients and then alphabetize it in there of people you've already contacted. So let's say a year from now, you contact real estate agent Jan, right? So you contacted her a year ago. There was no hits on it. Now you're going back through that list again. And you're like, you know what? I emailed her. She didn't do a follow-up. This would be a good time to maybe show a new product to her, maybe email her again, maybe not necessarily that phone conversation, but definitely email her, say, hey, I've got some new products out. If you're interested, blah, blah, blah. See if they'll take the bait, right? If they don't take the bait, they don't respond back, take that information and just write on the top of it, no go or unsuccessful or whatever words you want to use. Just say, don't reach out again. You've reached out to them plenty. You don't want to be that nudge either. And I know there are going to get people who are going to say, well, look at all the yeses you could have gotten if you just kept at it. Yes, but there's also comes to a point where you can definitely be a pain in the butt. And we don't want that either. So again, if you've already messaged them a few times and no hit backs, take that piece of paper and just, when you're filing it in your system, these are a no-go. All right. So that's just something that I would consider doing for all of your people. I take notes on all of mine. I have a file for all of the clients that I've talked to, I've messaged, all of the things. This way I don't go and bug them again, but this is something for you guys to use. So far, let me go check the comment section really quick. Perfect. All right. So now let's go to our mock situation here. Let me get to my screen, so please hold, because I got a lot of information here. All right. Let's see. Not that one. I have 2 mock conversations. And there's things I want to talk about. Okay. So let's have a mock conversation for that prospective client that you can do. So me, the seller, you say, hey, Jan, it's great to connect with you today. I'd love to learn more about you and how I can help you. Can I just ask you a few questions? Normally they'll say, sure, go ahead. Fantastic. First, could you tell me a bit about your products and your services that you might be interested in that I provide? Well, I'm looking for some unique personalized gifts for the holidays, especially those that stand out and feel kind of special. Okay, that sounds wonderful. We have a great selection of personalized gifts for that perfect holiday season. Are there any particular items that you may have in mind, or are you open to any suggestions? I was thinking about like personalized ornaments or maybe some custom engraved cutting boards. Perfect choices. I love those myself. Personalized ornaments are always a hit, and our customers love the engraved cutting boards. They're always popular every year, especially for holiday gifts. Just out of curiosity, do you have a budget range that you may be working with these days? I'd like to keep it under $200 if all possible. Absolutely, we can totally work within that budget. Also, do you have a specific timeline you would like these items? I don't need them until like mid-December, if that's okay. This way I have enough time to wrap them up. Perfect. We could definitely meet your timeline. Are you currently using any similar products for maybe another vendor that you did like, but you're just looking for something different? This would be a great opportunity if you want to sneak in that where they're getting their stuff from in the conversation. That's kind of a great place. Like, where did you get it from before? Were you happy with the quality? That kind of conversation. Sometimes you don't have to put that in there. I just want to let you know, you don't have to add that in, but maybe it is the first time they're buying these items. So maybe they don't have a vendor. So the client will say, this all sounds amazing. Great. I'll give you some more details. Let me email you when I have everything finalized, maybe a mock-up of what it will look like, and I will get back to you. Do you have any further questions for me? Nope, that covers it. Perfect. I'll get started on this and look for an email from me in a couple days where we can just continue this conversation. And then there you go. That's mock-up 1. Here are some key points. Keep the conversation to what it is. Keep it concise, straightforward, essential questions without overwhelming the client. That's why you see on that basic one that I did for the potential client, it is literally very basic. You don't want to overwhelm them with like 80,000 different selections and fonts and this and that. No, don't let them get bogged down in the details. They're quicker to shut the door in your face if you do. You want to go in for that 1-2 punch, right? So you really just want to be straightforward. Keep it going straightforward. Focus on the needs of the needs and the budget. Quickly identify the client is looking for and their budget constraints. That's going to be key. How many times have you walked into a car dealership and you know you can only spend $17,000 on a car? That's it. But inevitably, the used car dealership is going to show you that $20,000 car that you can't afford. And you're going to fall in love with it because it has all the bells and the whistles. And then you're going to have this sort of ick feeling. And we don't want to give our clients the ick feeling. So it is best that you find out what their budget is so you know ahead of time what you're working with. That's always key, right? You don't want to have that ick feeling. They don't want to have that ick feeling. So let's not do that. Build a rapport with them, just like I do with you guys. Maintain that friendly, engaging tone. Make the client feel comfortable. You want them to feel like they're your friend, sort of, kind of, right? And eventually they could become great, amazing friends. But you don't want to feel like that used car salesman that's just going to shove the sale down their throat. We don't want that. Offer solutions, right? Begin suggesting products based on the information that you've gathered. So she wants personalized products. She wants to keep it within a certain budget. And now you're going through the card catalog in your brain of things that you want to offer. Now, pro tip, it is best to literally gather this information beforehand. How do you do that? Well, if you're going to a real estate agent, you're going to know that they're going to probably want gifts for their clients, right? So here are some gift ideas for clients in a couple different price ranges. Maybe they want some branding stuff. Here are some different branding stuff in different price ranges. This way, when they tell you that budget, you can go, well, I can offer ... And if you would like some more options, I will definitely follow up with you with an email, right? So there's some ways to kind of just do your due diligence, right? So that's how we want to do that. Then the confirming steps. The last thing you want to do is you want to have clarity of what's going to happen next. So how did I do that? I told her, listen, hey, great information. Thanks for everything, you've told me. I'm going to gather everything. I am going to do some mock-ups and I'm going to get some pricing and pictures of things for you. I will follow up with you in a few days. Look forward to my email and ... right? You know how that jargon goes. That is definitely the most streamlined approach without having to be on the phone for 45 minutes to an hour talking about who knows what and never getting to the point of the conversation. Go in straightforward. Get all your key points in that conversation. And then honestly, it helps out. Don't be afraid either. It's just a phone call, right? So you can also do that by email. Say, hey, I hear you are in ... We're going to use the real estate agent again, right? Hey, I hear I'm glad to see you're doing a successful job as a real estate agent. Do you happen to offer products for your client as thank you gifts? If so, here are some different things that my company can do in different price points. Then that's where you can show different price points that you can offer and then let them decide what their budget is and what fits for them. But you're still dictating the price on that. You're not going, well, no, we want no wishy-washy here. So again, you could do that by email if you're kind of scared from the phone. You could definitely do this by email and ask all the same questions that I did in the mock conversation that we did on the phone, but you can also ask them in an email form. Again, you want to be concise, right to the point, straightforward, all of the things. So there is that. All right. Now, so far, are we good? I love that, right? We're going to switch gears. Let me just check the comments to see if you guys have any comments on that. Was that a lot of information? Did that help any? That is my question. This is the thing. When you're meeting with potential clients, you don't want to feel overwhelmed. That's the last thing you want to feel. So honestly, you don't want that overwhelming feeling that you have to literally just feed onto them. You don't want that either. So if you go into the conversation confident and professional, then you have set the tone of the conversation. You want to go in knowing your job and that this is what they can offer, but you want to do it in a polite, fun, and kind manner. You don't want to be that, well, this is what you get. You get what you get. You don't throw a fit, right? You don't want to go in that way. You really want to go with, hey, how can I help you? That sounds so much better, right? So again, this isn't a scary thing, but this is a definite way of how you can ask the questions that are needed to a potential client. If you are in person with that client, well, you can download the thing that I sent you. So you have the cheat sheet of questions, and you can then go in and read them and say, hey, get these questions. Do you mind if I write this down? Because this would be very helpful. And then I can email with you later. How many times have you met somebody in the grocery store? You get talking to Betty Lou Sue, and she is like, hey, Nikki, I saw on the Book of Faces that you're doing ... Oh, yeah, I totally do that. Are you looking for that? I am. Awesome. Do you have a price range that you're looking for? Well, yeah. What do you charge for something like that? Well, I charge ... Oh, that's an amazing price. Awesome. How about you give me your email and I can email you later an invoice, or I can email you later with sure options, whatever the conversation may be. Do a follow-up, even if you're in the grocery store. Get their email address. Let me get your email address. There's a notes section on your phone. Use it. Okay. That is definitely something that needs to happen. Patty, are these recorded and stored on YouTube? Yes, it absolutely is. That's a great question, Chuck. All of the sasses that I do are always stored on the YouTube, so you can go back and watch this yummy goodness at a later date. Okay, so let me get to the end of my one page here. Let's talk about upselling. Upselling is one of those things that can definitely be very scary. So I'm going to go through and give you the mock conversation that I have for upselling. And then I'm going to talk about the cheat sheet. I'm going to talk about the holiday list. Okay. So here we go. Here is a mock conversation of me trying to upsell. Now, remind you, it may not be with anything that I'm just using generic things. Okay. So keep that in mind. All right, move this over just a little. All right, so here you go. Hey, Betty Sue, how are you? Good, how are you? Thank you for coming in today. Is there something you're interested in? So if somebody's walking into your shop space, or if you're seeing them for their first time kind of thing, right? Vendor fair. I want you to think vendor fair, right? So let me backtrack. I want you to think of this being a vendor fair, and you're or a craft fair, and you want to upsell them on something. But you see Betty Sue come in, and Betty Sue is just looking for personalized gifts. And that's what you're going to say. Hey, Betty Sue, what are you looking for today? Oh, well, I'm looking for some stuff for my family for the holidays, something cute, but I want them kind of different. What do you got? Absolutely. They're always a hit at they're always a hit at Christmas time, or anything that's personalized. And we have special offers for the season. For just $5 more per mug, you can upgrade to our deluxe version, which includes custom message, maybe on the handle, maybe in a themed box. Maybe it comes with a coaster or a placemat, whatever it may be that you want to insert into this conversation. So Betty Sue wants that customized, personalized mug. She's fallen in love. And you could say, hey, Betty Sue, look, I even made matching coasters with it and a placemat, right? That sounds nice, but I'm not sure if they really want the deluxe version. How many of you gotten those clients before? Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I want to spend that kind of money, right? We are in hard times, so I totally get it. No, I understand that. Standard mugs work great as well. However, many of our customers love the deluxe option because it adds a personal touch and saves time on wrapping if you offer custom gift wraps or gift wrap boxes, right? Plus, the holiday theme box really elevates the presentation, which is perfect for family gifts. So maybe you have the regular box your mugs come in, but maybe you went out and purchased the deluxe box, right? And it already has done the wrapping for them. So here's what that does. You gave them the standard white box that the mug comes in, but you're about to solve a problem they didn't realize they had. Here it is. Ready? Did you catch it? I have this holiday themed box. It's not only going to save you time going and finding the wrapping paper and the tape, because we're notorious for losing tape, right? But it'll be already ready to go. So all you have to do is put it in the box and then put it under the tree. You solved a problem for them. They may not have realized they had a problem. And that was, they're going to have to take the time to wrap the box, but you offered that theme box, right? So there's an upsell there. Oh, Oh, that sounds pretty convenient. Maybe I will upgrade on a couple of my mugs. You know what? Because I'm sending them to the grandkids, it'd be so much easier than me having to sit there and wrap them and make sure they're all secure, blah, blah, blah. You can hear her having this conversation, right? And you go, oh, yeah, it's a perfect choice. Just add a tape. You know what? I even have some decorative stickers I can give you, and you could just put a decorative sticker over it. Perfect. Oh, look, here's a to from sticker too, right? I'm just saying, this is how you sell it. You can sell, here is a gift wrapped option. It's a themed box with a tag, boom, extra little bit of money for have something where the box fits, right? And it looks pretty, and they didn't have to take the time to go through and find the wrapping paper and the notorious missing tape. Perfect, right? Okay. So that is one way that you can sell it. So you keep going. Great choice. While you're here, did I mention that we also offer matching personalized coasters? They're beautiful to go with any of the mugs, and it kind of makes the whole set complete. If you add them today, I could give you a 15% discount. Let's put on the brakes, right? So you're like, now I'm going to give them a discount? Well, yes. Yes, you are. Here is the why. When you upsell something, and if they bundle it, of course, give them a little bit of a discount, because now you've just made not one sale, but two sales. Not only did you upsell to the custom box, but you now just upsold to the coasters as well. I may be doing craft math over here, but you know what? I'm okay with that, because a sale is a sale, and I sold more items that I didn't have to lug home. You'll thank me later. That sounds like a great idea. I'll take 2 sets of the coasters to match the upgraded mugs. Cha-ching, right? That is something that we love. Perfect. I'll add those to your order. And don't forget, if you're shopping for other gifts, we have a holiday promotion where you can receive free personalized ornament with any purchase over $50. It's a great way to add a little something to your gifts this year. Oh, we might actually add that too. It's how you deliver it. That's all this is. So we started out with a plain JDS mug, right? And it's in a white box. But I'm going to get you that custom decorative box. A little bit of an upsell. Then I'm going to casually mention, while we're figuring things out, I'm digging for the box, right? Oh, did you see the matching coasters I had too? No. Oh, they're perfect, right? Again, you're having this whole give and take conversation. They don't realize you have something. Oh yeah, it's over here. And look what else I have. You never know. And then throwing in that promotion and always throwing in a discount, even if it's only 10%. People love that. Oh, I get a 10% discount? Fantastic. I get $5 off? Fantastic, right? These are things, those are key words that you can use when you're upselling. I do it to you guys all the time. Cha-ching. No, I'm kidding. So let's talk about the techniques used in our mock conversation. Introduce the upgrade. Suggest a deluxe version of the product with an additional feature at a small cost. You don't want it to be a lot over what they're doing. You want to reel them in, right? Highlight the benefits. Emphasize how upgrading adds the value. Convenience. You didn't have to find the tape. You didn't have to go buy the wrapping paper. It literally is grab, go, give. Love it, right? You can use that. I didn't trademark that. Grab, go, give for all those doing craft fairs, okay? Suggest complementary products, other things that are related, like the coasters, for an example, right? They go with the purchase. Perfect. And don't forget to throw in maybe that discount if they happen to buy the coasters, or if you're running a promotion after the craft fair. Say, hey, if you think about it, here is a coupon code that you can use later on. That'll reel them in as well, because who doesn't love a good coupon? All right. So those are the things that I would definitely suggest. Also encourage your client to go check out your website. QR code, tap tag, Q. Thank you. Okay. So that's how you can also, and that's where they can find more fun deals over on your website. You're driving the traffic over there as well. So we've not only upsold on a box, we made it convenient. We solved a problem that they didn't realize they had. We also gave a little bit of a discount. They managed to get some coasters out of the deal, and you gave them a promotional code for a future order. That's a win in anybody's book, because you kept the client the entire time. Now, I'm going to go in. Let me just go find the sheet that I'm going to tell you all about the cheat sheet. that I have. So hold on one moment, please. Whew, it's hot in my shop today. All right. There's that one. Why can I not find it? Because I'm looking for it, right? That is why. Hold on. It's easier if I go to this screen. We're just going to zoom it in so I can read it. All right. Let's talk about, before I get there, let me go see if there's any questions. We love to save money. We absolutely love to save some money. Always a little bit of coin. And you know what? It makes you kind of feel good when you see more sales happening. You're like, yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Okay. So again, also price accordingly, please. Price accordingly. If you're going to have these discounts and whatnot, I'm not saying up your prices at a craft fair, but a lot of times people will offer a little bit of a discount if they're buying at a craft fair versus if they buy off the website. Just so you know. Okay. Let's talk about the upselling cheat sheet. Yes, you're going to get this as well. And yes, it will be in the file section. Okay, this is a one-page cheat sheet that you could do a quick reference guide that summarizes the keys for upselling techniques and effective phrases to use. It should be easy to read and designed for visually appealing. Okay, so here you go. This is your cheat sheet. You can do it however you want. All right. Offer them premium options. Always have a premium version of your product and service ready to offer. Example phrase, for just a little more, you can upgrade to our deluxe version, which includes bundle-related products. Combine complementary products into your bundle that offer savings compared to buying them separately. Example phrase, would you like to add ... to your order? It will complete your set, and it's available at a special bundle price. Highlight the limited time offers. Create a sense of urgency by highlighting the special offers or discounts that are available only for a limited time or maybe for that particular event. Personalization adds value, right? Suggested adding a personalized touch like engraving or custom messages for a small additional fee. Example, how about adding a personalized message to this gift? It's just $5 more, and it makes this gift more special. Leverage the social proof. Mention that other customers have just purchased or how popular this upgrade is. And you kind of just casually put that in the conversation. Don't make that the highlight of your conversation. All right. Phrases. Most of our customers love pairing these items together. They are a total win-win. Use scarcity to drive action. Highlight low stock or limited availability to encourage immediate purchases for a limited time only, right? Low stock available, craft fair only prices, blah, 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 right? Example, this is one of our most popular items and we only have a few left in stock. Emphasize the value, not the price. Focus on the additional value or benefit the customer will receive rather than the cost. For just $10 more, you're getting 3 additional items. Or by upgrading to the custom box, it frees you up your time of sitting there and wrapping and finding the dreaded tape. Make it a funny because, well, people kind of just engage with that. All right. Encourage self-gifting. Suggest the customers treat themselves while they're shopping. Example phrase, while you're getting something for your loved one, why not treat yourself? Look at what you can get for you. Always encourage that no matter what the sale is. Effective phrases to use. Many customers who bought this loved. Have you considered adding? It's a great compliment to your purchase. With our holiday offer, you can upgrade for just. Our most popular choice is, would you like to hear more about it? This is perfect for the holidays because you're going to get all that information that I just went over on that cheat sheet. So make sure you use it. Okay. Next on the cheat sheet list is the checklist holiday upsell. Okay. So here is a detailed version of that, the tools and strategies, all of the goods. Pre-holiday sale preparations. Understand your product range. Review all your products and your services that can be upsold. Okay, so you want to look at what you have and how can you upsell it. Let me give you an example. Randy from RREM Distributors sells the mini tree skirts, which are huge deal in the 55 and older community. What you can do on them is sublimate a small image on them, and then maybe for an upgrade for all my embroidery people, embroider a monogram on it. There's the upgrade. So you could sell the standard one that has the sublimated image on it, and it doesn't have to go all the way around. It could be just in the front. It could be just very simple, very pretty, right? And then the upgrade is we can put your name on it for an additional ... Embroidered. Embroidered is the upgrade. All right. So you have this image and we're going to add the embroidery to it. So whether you're getting RREM Distributors mini tree skirts or you're getting driven by graphics large ones, you could do both sublimation and embroidery on those items. And now you've got a really nice upsell. You're welcome. All right. So we've identified also the complementary products that will also pair well together. You have a mug, coasters, apples and oranges. No. Create holiday themed bundles. Design special holiday bundles with attractive pricing. Prepare marketing material or visuals to promote these bundles. Maybe actually make the bundle set and talk about it and give it a flashy thing. I don't care what you do. You want to make sure that when it's on your craft table, you are literally highlighting that you want this promotional special. Develop premium options. Ensure premium versions or add-ons are ready to offer. Have samples or demonstrations available for the customers. Set up limited time offers. Prepare exclusive holiday promotions and discounts. Clearly define the duration of each offer. Craft fair only sale. Bam. Point, period, done. Train your team. If you've got people who are helping you, make sure they know of all the things that you have going on so that they are as well versed as you are. Okay. During the holiday season, highlight gift ideas. Use signage, displays, digital marketing to showcase gift ideas. Make suggestions based on popular choices and trends. Trends will get you every time. Leverage visual merchandising. Display high margin products predominantly. Use festive decorations to draw attention to featured items. Engage with your customers. Greet your customers with a friendly and festive attitude. And don't stand behind the table. Or better yet, don't sit behind the table. There is nothing more infuriating to me, and I will literally walk past you. I don't care if we're best friends or not. I will walk right past you if you are sitting behind your table. Stand up. Stand up, okay? And even if you can't stand, move your chair out to the front. You want people to see you. All right. You want them talking to you, or get a higher chair to sit in, or make it so that they see you. Don't hide behind your displays, because you know what? People are just going to walk right on by. You are selling your product, so you need to be visual. Ask open-ended questions when you understand their needs. So, Betty Sue just walked by and I'm like, hey, Betty Sue, how you doing? I'm good, girl. How are you? What you looking for today? Oh, I'm looking for something for my granddaughter. I'm not really sure what I'm looking for, though. I do have some travel games that I made, and I have a cosmetic bag with a mirror in it, chapstick holder. You can start thinking of all the things based on whatever she just told you. Run through that catalog of ideas and information and products all in your head real quick. Right? Because you got to figure it out, because the next one is going to want something for her husband. And Lord knows that that's harder to do. So again, know your products that you're putting on your table. So when Betty Sue comes up and she has her problem of trying to find something for her granddaughter, you can have some ready to go products. So what could you offer somebody who wants something for their granddaughter? What could you offer something for a grandson, grandchildren, sisters, brothers, mothers, aunts, uncles? Literally think about that and make yourself a list. It is definitely helpful when you're trying to bundle things together. Preparation is key. All right. Use upselling phrases and scripts, right? Have the cheat sheet ready available for quick reference. It's okay to have some cheat sheets behind you. And if you're kind of like, oh, I don't know what to say, I've talked to like 500 people right now, and if I talk to one more person, I'm not going to remember. You will. Just look at your sheet every now and then. Walk behind the table, get yourself a little bit of a drink, and then read through your notes, because the next client could be a potential client that's going to buy from you. So again, refresh yourself. Ask open-ended, encourage natural conversation upselling. Okay. Avoid hard approach. Please don't be a used car salesman. That's the biggest turnoff for anybody. You just kind of want to be natural with it. Maybe it's somebody you don't know, and that's the hardest one. You're going to see a lot of people you don't know. You can say, hey, how are you? Oh, I'm good. That's good. I hope you're having a fantastic time. Did you find anything really good here? I would love to know. I've been here at the table, so I haven't been able to peruse. What have you found? Anything good? Great conversation starter. And usually I can get them talking beyond that. And it just kind of goes from there. Oh, yeah, I saw this. That's awesome. Are you looking for anything in particular? Like, is there something I can help you with? Literally go in and be that most friendly person. And if you're an introvert, find your extrovert. That's the only thing I can say, is literally make it to where, you know what, they're looking around the floor. What is out there? And they're going to tell you what probably piqued their interest. Whether you knew that or not, that's what they're going to do. Oh, I saw some clocks. Those were pretty. I saw some really pretty wreaths. Oh, I bet they were gorgeous. That kind of thing. And that starts the whole conversation, and it kind of gets them to back down and not be so anxious feeling, gets you to back down, not be so anxious feeling. And then you don't be that hard, pushy salesperson. Okay. Monitor your stock levels. If you're really selling, make sure you monitor that and make sure you have a backup. If this item sells, what is going to be your backup item to throw into that place? This is more so if people are doing 1 and 2 or 2-day events. There's a lot of people who will do a 2-day event, but for your 1-day event, if you are getting to the point of just not having any stock, you might want to switch it up real quick and know how you're going to do it. Update your customers on these low stock items. Social media. Hey, if you're out and about here in the Capital District area, I am at ... And if you come by, please know I am low stock right now on these specials. You're only going to get these deals here. I'm running, some specials here at the craft show, however you want to word it on your social medias. Put it out there, right? Post holiday follow-up. Review your sales data. Hold on, gotta scroll down. Review your sales data. Analyze which upselling strategy worked best for you and use it again. Identify the areas for improvement and note customer feedback. Plan for post-holiday promotions. Prepare for after-holiday sales opportunities. Consider offering discounts and special offers for any remaining stock. Collect customer feedback. Ask customers about their experience and how the upsold items met their needs. Use the feedback to refine future upsell strategies. So you can say, hey, how many of you who purchased from me loved this deal? Did you feel like it was a bargain? You can kind of ask them that while they're shopping and say, hey, I just got to know, was this a great deal for you? I'd like to be running more of these. I'm not sure what I'm doing, I'm just not sure, what I should do next. And let them tell you. They're going to literally spew it out to you. So while you're cashing them out, say, did you love that deal? I'm planning to do more. Is there something that you might want to see? That kind of thing. Design tips for both resources. Visual appeal. Use bold headings, bullet points, and icons to make the information easy to scan, read. Because as they're going in a craft fair, they're literally just scanning by. All right. Color coding. Use different color codes for each section to differentiate between the techniques and checklist items. So for an example, let's say you have a mug, right? So you might have all your mugs, but somehow you're going to put something so this might be the blue section, but that everything in this pink section would go with that blue section, right? How you can color coordinate that. Or if you put it on the bottom of the mug, a dot, as an example, pairs well with ... and you can go find it, and then you can make that upsell. This way, you're not scanning through your entire way trying to figure out where those coasters are that you know you made that match that mug, right? So keep that in mind. Keep them kind of close. This way you understand the upsell. Print-friendly format. Ensure that the cheat sheet and checklists are easy to print and distribute. Oh, I'll get out words are hard today. Either as handouts or as digital downloads. Real life examples. Incorporate examples where people were provided context and make the content relatable. These additional resources will equip your students. So this is for me. This will help you guys in all of this stuff. I was literally doing this as a how-to. I was like, oh my God, how am I going to do this? So there you go. Let me get to the thing. Where do you get the holiday boxes from? You're going to have to look on Amazon, to be very honest with you, to find out where you're going to get those from. And then you have to measure and make sure it's the same size box as the one that the mugs are coming in. That was just an example. It's not something that I know off the cuff where they are. Please note that any of the examples that were given in this is just literally just examples. So if we need to go on the hunt for some holiday gift boxes for mugs, then we'll go on the hunt for holiday gift boxes for mugs, or how to jazz them up a little bit for an upsell. But right now, they were just the example. I know that was a lot of information that I threw at you tonight. How to upsell tips and tricks, how to get that potential client, and I even threw in the bonus of the apparel form, because Lord knows this is the part of the season where everybody wants those holiday shirts in like a lot of them. So, Christmas shirts, Thanksgiving shirts, Halloween shirts, the shirts, right? So that's a great form just to kind of have. These files will be downloaded into the file section of the group over on the Book of Faces. If you're already on the Book of Faces and you're in my group, it'll be in the file section. So you'll be able to find them there. I hope you guys had a lot of information thrown at you, and I hope you absorbed some of it. But if you didn't, make sure you go back and watch the rewind of this. You can go watch the rewind over on my YouTube channel. It's the Sassy Subber. Don't worry, you can find it just by typing that in. Go into the live tab, and you will see all the lives that I have done in the past. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all real soon. You know where, on the flip side.